Welcome back to the Lives of P walkthrough. We're going to be making our way to the first boss of the Abbey and hopefully do a pull with a Spectre so you can see it. But we still got a little bit of stuff to clear first, a little bit of loot to get. So let's get started. So remember we had unlocked this shortcut ladder. And that beam has this gunman who's ready to shoot us. And I nearly just walked right into it. I'm trying to remember the... Oh yeah, there's stairs up. So we go out here, up here, and now we can take care of this guy. Now it's safe for us to get this loot. I think our lamp has turned off. Let's fix that. Just easier to see if the lamp's on. Okay, now that we've got that loot, we can go back up and keep going. Now with this next section, there's a butterfly. Let's take care of this guy first. There's an actual butterfly, but we don't want to get that guy that you could see across from there shooting at us while the butterfly's out. So we're gonna back away, and now we're gonna take out this guy with a throwable. Oh wow, we're down to only one thermite. Might need to visit our merchant. So with that guy taken out, you can see there's like these narrow beams, and you would be like chasing this butterfly and having to deal with that guy. So by doing what we just did there, now we're going to be able to get the butterfly, hopefully without falling or having any issues. You can also get this loot. And there's a guy over there. You can see. So we want to sprint. Oh! Didn't exactly do that the way I wanted to. Actually, let's climb back up just because I want to do it the way I intended. There are a bunch of dogs down there. Okay. Use our cube. So yeah, you just want to go over here and get him. We had some loot we wanted to get here before we actually dropped down and dealt with all the doggos. Get our half moonstone. We could take out this guy. Take out this guy. And then we can get a drop on the dog, right? Although I'm not sure I want to drop into that cloud of poop. Oh, he's onto us. Oh. I forgot that there was the second cloud down here, so I dropped down. Oh, brilliance. That won't cost us too much time. Oh, and now I'm getting educated about disruption as if I... Well, I probably deserve to be lectured about disruption. Given what I just did, the game's clearly decided you have no idea what you're doing. Right? So, that's fair. So we're going to use the Gemini Sign Protection, which is what you do when you have failed and are making the run of shame back to your corpse. So we go up. Should've just dropped down into the dog poop. Look at that kick. So we gotta take these guys out again. Remember to roll away because they have decay. I'm trying to think if this guy will be an issue, or if we could just go down there. I think we could just go down there because we had gotten all the loot. Oh, yeah, we do have the gunman shooting at us, which isn't great. Oh. All right. Oh my God. Oh. Oh. This is terrible. All right, so that's why we have Jiminy's iron protection right there. So I'm gonna have to just completely re-clear this, I think. I don't think I can go down there because I needed to get the gunman. So I'm giving you a great demonstration of what not to do. But as you can see, we didn't actually lose our ergo because we had a Jiminy's iron protection. We did take a bunch of hits, which penalizes your ergo. So to talk about that briefly, that's what Jiminy's emergency protection fixes. So we can actually pop that as well. You can see the buffs underneath your Fable slots, those bluish buffs. So that's showing exactly what protection we have. So now you can also kind of, if you notice the ergo no longer is Arche colored, it's actually kind of got a frame around it to denote the protection as well. So my incompetence can be educational. But we are going to just fully re-clear everything, unfortunately. Sorry for the waste of time. But ergo is ergo. So we don't want to lock on, because we want to take this guy out. So you can see this is why disruption is so bad, even though the enemies aren't hitting very hard. And then here... Oh, I am just the worst. Actually, this is okay, because we can get the gunman. It's actually fine to have fallen here. And then we'll get dog number 3. All right. And then we'll recover our ergo. And we can finally move on. So you can see that, like, the individual enemies aren't particularly difficult, but if you just kind of mess up like I did there, you end up with a lot of disruption and die. So to show Red Fox's amulet. I was looking for the pip to indicate it was new. I didn't see it. Okay. So that's +3 for motivity and technique. So that's a quality amulet. As you get into New Game Plus and you're raising your stats, you can get to the point where you're leveling motivity up along with technique, and then stuff like that gets interesting. There are even situations where, you know, it starts getting good to go back, balance crank and go back to you know, for certain weapons, so that they're scaling with both stats, because you hit caps as you raise these stats, so it becomes, you know, you start gaining more damage by just doing motivity instead of piling more technique on. Trying to remember the way forward. I'm completely spacing on the what the way forward is here. Let's see. I think it's this way. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Now I got one of these awful guys. We're going to patient smash him. Get a stagger. Now, what the tricky part with this, I usually like turn off lock on and come back to where I have some more room on a platform. This is an example where you're fighting locked on, trying to do this, and if he knocks you back even a little, you can end up falling. Alright, so here we're going to take this ladder down. And we're going to come over here and get this. And you can hear the sound of some chompers. Straight on through the chompers. This episode was badly written. If you've ever seen Galaxy Quest. So you can kind of just run right up to them. There's really not much of a challenge here. Aside from the gunman. And then you can open this chest. Thankfully, there's a lever here. So you can raise everything back up. And just walk back. So I don't have to deal with them a second time. Now we can climb back up. Keep going forward. We're going to head on through here. And when we come up here, we're going to have to deal with you can see the loot, of course, tempting us. We're going to have to deal with a giant enemy with basically it's like almost like a bell. I think of almost every Dark Souls game has an enemy with a cauldron or a bell or something that they slam down on the ground in front of them, and this is going to be Liza P's version of that. He's gonna come plopping down. We're gonna patient smash him. And he does give you shock like Door Guardian. Now watch this. Now he's empowered, right? Oh, I staggered him too quickly to really see all his moves. So you get a Legion caliber from that. Now we can head up. Up again. Just making sure I didn't miss any loot. That's our elevator. take up. So as you can see, we're going nearly to the top. Remember, at the very top, there's that giant, you know, ergo storm or whatever it is. Simon's sitting up there on in his little chair, laughing. All right, we got some more quartz. We can level up. So we'll go back to the hotel. So as you can see, this last area, and there's even more after this boss, it's just, I don't know, I find it's a bit of a slog, this level. I mean, I don't dislike it, it just, but you do spend a lot of time in the final Abbey. So we will head over here, spend our quartz. We were working on, I think, link dodge. Come see what we have left on survival. maybe I need some special resistance for given my disruption challenges. I think what we'll do is go with lower guard regain reduction. And now we have link dodge, enables another dodge in the middle of a dodge motion. This kind of lets you do a roll, right? If you look at old walkthroughs, that used to be, dodge used to be different. P's dodge used to be like really lame, and you basically had to take that in order to make the dodge not suck. But they thankfully made his baseline dodge good enough, which is why I put off getting that for so long. So that may be something you see different if you're comparing this walkthrough with one from a long time ago, as you'll see them tell you, oh, it's really important to take this, and it actually stopped being that important to take it after they fixed his baseline dodge. All right, and we'll level up. Remember, I'm going to take capacity of 35. And we will get Fable slots. And then I will show you the first boss with a Spectre, and then in our next session I will give you I can't promise a clean kill, because these bosses are now getting, you know, pretty difficult, but I'll at least get you a kill without a Spectre. Now, this is Luxasia, the complete, that we're going to fight. She is a human. She's the one that you saw kill Victor at the end of, you know, after we beat Victor and he got impaled. That was her throwing that, and so she's who we're about to fight, that big armored lady, and she's a human, so you'll want to equip carcass fluids bottles if you decide you want to do throwables. That's what she's weak to, and acid is effective. Oh yeah, hang on, let's I think we got enough Legion calibers to max out Pandemonium. So let's back to the hotel. So she's weak to acid, so I mean a good Legion arm to use, especially if you're advanced. You'll want to be using Pandemonium, and get her to stand in the acid and explode. She's kind of slow moving, so you have really good opportunities to keep her, or you can keep her kind of in one spot and get the acid to explode on her. So that makes that very effective. So we'll go over here real quick. Poor trashed hotel. Go over to Pandemonium. Oh, we had already taken care of it. Well, we could continue with Falcon Eyes then, in terms of what we're upgrading. So we already had Pandemonium fully upgraded. What do we still have, like, one caliber? Ah, I see. We could actually, instead of worrying about fully upgrading Falcon Eyes, because I'm not sure we're going to get any more calibers, or could start upgrading, like, something else. Maybe Flamberge. So back to the prayer room. Okay, a few more things to prepare. We want the murder puppet amulet, because this, in fact, the next two bosses are humans. Despite them looking like modified humans like Victor, they are in fact humans. So we're slightly heavy still. It's okay, we'll just roll with it, or not roll with it, since we can't roll. Haha. And then we want an acid grinder. And then I think on this one, Pandemonium. Just give you a chance to see it. Oh, interesting. The Legion arm was heavier. Wonder if they get lighter as you... Oh, that's just interesting. I don't think I'd ever noticed it. Yeah, they have different weights. Alright, we will summon a Spectre and let you see this boss's cutscenes. Just get a taste. This, for me personally, this boss, Luxasia, is probably in one of, like, maybe my top 5 Souls fights. This is just a fantastically designed boss. The moveset, her moveset's really satisfying. You have a lot of opportunities to either dodge or perfect guard. Her second phase is crazy, and really hectic and fun. This is a 2-phase fight with 2 full health bars. We're going to get her first health bar to 0, and then her armor's going to come off, and she's going to become very, she's going to take to the air and hit us with lightning balls, and you're going to love it. You'll see. Okay. So to show Pandemonium, we can put it down in front of her. So this one, she stomps a bunch. This one has a lot of moves. Boom. Oh, except she doesn't have the Spectre. I was going to show you perfect guarding it, but... fights with a Spectre is so weird. Now this one, you can perfect guard it and remember that the stuff will explode afterwards. Oh. I had my grindstone selected, so I failed to heal. So I was busy talking. Let's do another pull, because I do want to at least let you see phase 2. So we've been saving the star fragments, we haven't been using them, we've got 1 billion of them. You can actually buy them from Giangio, remember. So if you ever run out of star fragments. Alright. Now I actually have my pulse cell selected this time. So you can try to lure her back, but because she has a Spectre, or is fighting a Spectre. Okay, so let's show this. This will blow up in waves. See that? And this is about like a 9 or 10 move thing that you can perfect guard. You can see her doing it. And then the one slow one at the end. So with other weather patient smash. So just to show this. And then those will erupt. You can see. You can perfect guard that. It's a long slow. And then she's going to do a big one. Boom. Boom. And then a red one here at the end. And then she's slow for a little bit. Recovers so you can get in a few good hits. And then that's her impale that you got to watch out for. When she staggers, you need to get away because she's going to do a thing down that will... Oh, it didn't erupt, so I'm not sure. Should have erupted, I thought. Okay, so we can transition her now so you can see the phase 2 cutscene. So all her armor is going to come off now. So now we've made her mad.
Oh, Simon. Your sword, Vexasia, swears to protect this tower.
So she's going to fly up into the air and hurl lightning balls. I don't know if they'll go to me or the Spectre. Good, me. And you can perfect guard them, and then they'll come back to her and damage her. And then she does a leap at the end that you can perfect guard. If you fail to perfect guard it, then, well, you saw what happened. And she's just really fast in this phase. You can, so she's gonna slam down, and then it'll erupt. Getting patient smash off when she's going for the Spectre is kind of hard. So that's waves that you have to just kind of sidestep. And here she'll hurl 1 or 2 balls, and you can deflect them back at her. That one's just a downward slam. And you can see the Spectre without any heals is there he goes. So now you can see her come at me. That's you sidestep, and there are 2 of them. And then you can deflect back, or fail to. I guarded, but then perfect guard, and then that you sidestep. You can just see she's really fast. So I guarded, but didn't perfect guard that. This is the slam. Okay. This is the full-blown. So you can use the perfection grindstone for this if you want. And then before she actually staggers, she does some moves, including that, which you don't want to get hit by. And then you go in for the stagger. This is the, which I just cannot seem to, I can't seem to get the perfect guard on that. Okay, so now we're going to die because I want to show you 5 for real. I think it's fun to actually see phase 1 without her just beating on a Spectre. Oh, and the game is going to teach us about electric shock. Thanks, game. It's good to finally hear about electric shock. 27 bosses in. I think I'm going to go back to the puppet string, to be honest. Just because this has C scaling with technique. And I was having more trouble. I mean, if I were advanced, I would recommend using that since it has good advanced scaling. But I think I'm going to stick with a puppet string and experiment with hitting her. All right, so we're going to stop here. At the start of the next session, I will show you a kill of Laxasia without a Spectre, and then we'll talk a little bit about game endings and what's coming up as far as choices on that front. So until then, see you next time.